So imagine a partnership model where smart B2B leaders like you determine who's exceeding expectations, and then you find an external partner like me who provides a guaranteed outcome-based solution. Make sense? I created this little video because one of my former clients just asked me to do so. I've been doing this work since '97. I'm a bit of a nerd. In, I recently went back and got my PhD, and I studied outcome-based solutions globally among executive coaches. There are lots of people who call themselves professional coaches, but there are very few who guarantee outcome-based solutions. So here's a critical need, here's a partnership solution, and I invite you to learn. So I swim in lanes 2 and 3 here. You probably know that 40 to 60% of talent development, leader development, is 100% manageable. The problem is business leaders like you don't know how to guarantee that any investment in developing or retaining a high potential employee is going to pay off. So I'm going to explain the problem quickly before providing you with a solution. Our friends at CEB are not the only ones who know that something's gone terribly wrong. We've got 4,500 years of recorded history. We know that individuals have evolved, just like any of your potential clients or your high potential leaders have evolved. And we know similarly that teams have evolved. Your company might be thinking you're on the far left historically, but in actuality you're on the far right. That's your current state. It reads like a difficult organizational map, perhaps matrixed, perhaps customer focused, perhaps confusing. So what's the value of investing in leader development in anybody? You might know that the right employee provides value within 7 months, but the wrong one will never provide value, and you cost your company at least $75K on average. And I know that you don't want to wait 12 months for an average employee to provide any value. So where are people spending money in leader development? Our friends at CEB tell us in the 9-month column on the right side, they're doing exactly what I've been doing for 20 years. Action learning, on-the-job learning, external coaching, complemented by internal coaching that managers and leaders, thankfully, have been doing forever. They need to continue it. They need a scalable solution with a partner. So, why? We know that at the employee level and the team level, we can help you save money, increase productivity, exceed whatever KPIs you've got, and reduce undesired turnover. We don't work with the bottom half, we work with the top, high pose. These are the folks who you want to invest in. There's no reason to ignore them. If you are ignoring them, they're a flight risk. So how do you measure return on investment? We're fond of this model, efficiency, effectiveness, and outcomes, because it's being adopted by some savvy organizations who are looking at individual development plans. Maybe you're already looking at people and processing technology, but maybe you're not looking at outcome-based solutions. So we do. So our solution for return on investment is scalable. I've got links to associations with hundreds of coaches to reduce your travel costs. We only focus on high potential leaders and managers, could be newly promoted. We only focus on your KPIs. We always use the AdFit coaching protocol. It's a model that our clients asked us to develop, so we trademarked it. And we only focus on behaviors. Behaviors define individual success. We've been doing that since '97. Sometimes with big organizational clients, they'll pay me up front, but the full payment doesn't happen until the leader's retained for 12 months. My hunch, no one else in the leadership development industry will say that, because 80% of them are not using outcome-based coaching. In my view, that's critical. I'm sorry, that's criminal. And outcome-based coaching is critical. So here's the model that we trademarked. We need to start with the A and the D. That's why they're hyphenated on the left side. Let's imagine you've got a newly promoted manager. You want to assess that person's strengths and their growth mindset, or to what extent do they have a fixed mindset. We can't work with everybody, and neither can you. So what do we need to do? Define a protocol, a meaningful outcome or a goal for that coachee. Could be a KPI that's defined by your work group or your manager, or it could be one that's defined by the individual. We encourage both. And then what? Well, in every session, it's the FIT percentage model. We focus on the client's agenda. It's critical. It's not like you're integrating a model that you're going to force down somebody's throat. Interventions have to be evidence-based. There's too many consultants who make up stuff. I call them MUS, and you can call them something more pejorative. The takeaways are the next steps. What is it that person's going to take away from the session that they're going to implement next? And percent of compliance or adherence is critical in medicine. But why isn't it in leader development? Just as I go to the physician to get an outcome, and I go to an attorney to get an outcome, I go to an accountant to get an outcome, why wouldn't I go to an expert in leadership development for an outcome? That's where we're headed. So I invite you to do one of these things. Contact us today. The gap between the reality and the vision is the key problem. If you're pausing, you're wasting money today. You need to select a trusted partner with some industry expertise to help you develop and retain your high potential leaders and managers. That's the bottom line. Action leads to learning. What the heck are you waiting for? Call us today. It's not scary. My name's Doug Gray. Be glad to chat. Thank you.